This is Aitana Lopez. She's an Instagram influencer who has over 360,000 followers and covers topics like fashion, beauty, health, and travel. She's also reported to make anywhere from 3,000 to 10,000 euro per month as an influencer. But you know what? She's not real. That's right, Aitana Lopez is actually one of the very first AI influencers. And she was actually created by The Clueless AI, an organization that has a network of AI models, influencers, and avatars. And really, Aitana is just one of the many new and fast-growing AI influencer profiles out there that are making serious cash despite not being real. And so in this video, I decided to investigate the world of AI influencers and to do a deeper dive into how people are actually making these avatars and how they're monetizing them successfully. I'm also sharing some examples of how you can monetize your own AI influencer if this is something you're interested in, as well as several niches where this could be an absolute goldmine. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about this in general and the wave of AI influencers. Are you pro AI, anti-AI? Let me know down below, but we're going to talk about it. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so unless you've been living under a rock, then you probably know that AI is changing the world and it's here to stay. I mean, AI is really taking over entire industries. I mean, you have ChatGPT to power content writing. There's amazing image generation tools now like Midjourney. So unsurprisingly, some people are harnessing the power of AI and taking over social media. Now, Aitana Lopez is one of the most famous examples of a successful AI influencer who is making money every single month through sponsorships and brand deals. But let me show you a few more examples. Another one is Naina, and she's an Indian fitness social media influencer on Instagram with over 400,000 subscribers. And then there's Mila Sofia, an AI influencer who also makes music, and she has over 200,000 subscribers and even 12,000 plus monthly listeners on her Spotify. Guys, the more I've investigated this, the crazier I've realized this whole industry is. I mean, you have AI influencers in all kinds of niches: fashion, fitness, sports, food, all kinds of different industries, and they're starting to monetize very successfully. And the thing is, the people running these accounts aren't even hiding the fact that these are AI creators. In fact, they even put in their bio that these are AI influencers or that they're powered by AI. So this honestly got me so curious, so I decided to do some research and dive into how people are actually making these AI avatars and influencers, and then I'll show you guys how I've done it as well, and how you could potentially do the same thing. And so currently in the market, there are several tools out there where you can basically upload images and then create AI avatars to help you out with your marketing endeavors. Now, I'll show you a popular one. It's called Pykaso, and this is what I'll be using for this particular example. And so according to its website, Pykaso.ai lets you create, train, and generate realistic AI characters in seconds. And you can see some of the example characters here, and they look pretty good at first glance. Now, in order to test this out, you basically have to train the model on footage or photos of yourself or whoever you want the AI avatar to end up looking like. So I uploaded a couple of photos. You have to upload at least 10, and then Pykaso got to work training on creating an AI influencer that's kind of going to look like me. Now, this only cost me about $5 worth of gems, which is the platform's kind of currency system you use. And again, after half an hour, it spat out a finished AI influencer model that I can begin using. So once you're done the training, you can use the AI photo feature to begin generating content. And so again, if you look at some of the examples here, it honestly didn't turn out too bad for a first pass. Pykaso also lets you upscale images, which is pretty nice for making them look more polished. But really the main magic comes with the AI video feature that Pykaso also has. All you have to do is upload a photo and then use prompts like, oh, I'm posing on the beach, or I'm doing a slow motion hair flip, or I'm walking down a crowded street. Pykaso will then take the photo you uploaded and transform that into video content of your AI avatar that you can then use on social media. It's honestly super fast, and you don't need any tech expertise or to know about AI models or really to understand how any of this works in the background. It's crazy. Like, it's text prompts or photo prompts turning into real AI content that you can use on social media that looks pretty decent. Anyways, I'll show you guys some examples on screen again of what I ended up making. It took about an hour, so really not that much time. And again, it was super fast, easy, and quite affordable. And let me highlight some use cases business owners or entrepreneurs could consider really quickly, because I think this stuff is pretty powerful. And so if you own a business, but you're kind of camera shy or you don't want to put yourself out there, you could use something like an AI avatar to do a lot of your social media marketing for you. And frankly, this is going to be way cheaper than paying someone on Fiverr or finding an employee that you're going to pay to create this kind of content. and it will also be a lot faster. You could also use it for affiliate marketing, which I'll get into some examples later that you guys are going to love. But finally, you could do what a lot of AI influencers are doing and basically create content, build up these AI avatars, and then engage in social media marketing and earn money as an influencer. And so, okay guys, let's say you start creating these AI avatars and characters and you start building up followings on Instagram or TikTok and you start putting kind of the pieces together for this AI influencer. How do you actually start making money? Well, one of the most popular methods I found right now that people are using to monetize these AI influencers like Anita Lopez is a platform called Fanvue. So Fanvue is a platform that lets you sell exclusive content to your members and followers. And like I said, remember Anita Lopez? Well, this is her Fanvue account. You can see that she's posted hundreds of photos and has over 31,000 likes on her content. And so again, you can follow her on Fanvue for free, but to unlock a lot of her content and photos and the things she's posting, you have to be a paid member. And so currently Aitana's Fanvue costs 10.28 Canadian per month. And so that means in Fanvue revenue alone, she's probably made thousands of dollars from people following her to view her exclusive content. And again, you can see from Aitana's link in bio, she is funneling traffic to Fanvue, so this is definitely one of her main monetization sources alongside brand deals or sponsorships. Fanvue is also free to sign up for as a creator, so it's basically a plug-and-play system where you create content, you build an audience, and then you monetize that audience. I will be linking Fanvue down below as well, and if you use the link, creators get 100% of their earnings for the first 7 days, which is also pretty nice. Now again, for this example, Aitana's probably doing this with like swimwear photos or fashion photos, and so my initial thoughts were this whole model probably only works for this particular niche. But really, you can use your AI influencer and kind of premium content in any niche as long as you're providing value to your audience. And so, for example, if you're posting fitness content with your AI influencer, you could use a platform like Fanvue to share more detailed workout plans or dieting tips that, again, add more value to your paying subscribers. I'm technically a finance influencer, I guess, so if I had an AI avatar that I was using for social media marketing, again, I could use a platform like Fanvue where I share more budgeting tips or tips to make money online, and again, create some kind of premium content that only paying members can see. Really, the whole idea behind Fanvue is to have this kind of home base for your most loyal fans, and again, it can work in a variety of niches, and I think examples like Aitana are honestly pretty impressive. But okay guys, I also want to cover a couple other really clever monetization methods that I found some of these AI influencers are using. And so really, once you begin creating content and you're growing a following with your AI influencer on Instagram or TikTok, you really have a bunch of other options for where you start funneling this traffic. And again, I'll use Aitana as an example because this is one of the higher paying AI influencers I've found. So she actually has an Amazon influencer storefront in her link in bio, which is genius because she's in the fashion niche. So she's basically getting people to her Amazon store and she's earning commissions when they buy the products she recommends. Influencers I shared like Mila Sofia also have a YouTube channel with 21,000 plus subscribers, and she has over 10,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Not to mention that all of these AI influencers can potentially land brand deals or paid posts and sponsorships. So again, they're really monetizing in quite a few streams. It could be Fanvue, it could be Amazon, it could be Spotify. There are so many different ways people are getting creative here. And honestly, there are some wild success stories out there. For example, I found this guy on Reddit who's already making thousands of dollars with Fanvue from a network of AI models he's making and growing on Instagram. And it's actually wild how fast some of these influencers are growing too. Like, I found AI influencers with 100,000 to 300,000 followers, and they were started like 6 months ago and they've posted 50 times. It's actually pretty crazy. And so really quickly, guys, let's also cover the kind of earning potential here and the scaling methods or potential, because sure, there are top influencers in the AI world making tens of thousands of dollars per month, but what should you expect or could you expect if you start this today? And really, one of the things I found in my research here is that once you kind of figure out how to build one AI influencer and figure out what works, it's very easy to duplicate the process and scale. For example, this is another guy I found who's basically running a network of AI models and influencers and monetizing all of them through Fanvue. So each model page on Instagram has over 100,000 followers, and they all cross-promote each other and then push people to Fanvue, where you can subscribe for $5 a month for exclusive content. Honestly, it's wild to see pages growing like this. And again, a lot of them will say they're AI models, but some of them are now hiding the fact that they're AI models. And really, people in the comments section don't really seem to be able to tell the difference. And honestly, even when a lot of people do realize it's AI or these are AI influencers, a lot of them don't seem to care, which frankly surprised me. And I'd love to know what you guys think about all of this down in the comments. And really, this brings me up to my next point and how I want to wrap up this video, which is kind of the question of, is this ethical? And let me just start out by saying that this is a brand new space. And so a lot of platforms out there are still trying to figure out what they think about AI influencers or AI content creation in general. Now, platforms like Fanvue are one of the only 100% AI-friendly platforms out there right now. They've gone out of their way to say this, which I frankly think is kind of cool. And really, in my opinion, pages that say clearly in their description or in their bio that they are powered by AI or they're an AI influencer, I really don't see anything wrong with this marketing strategy. Again, this could help a lot of business owners out there who want to be active on social media, but they don't have the time, budget, or the willingness to be on camera. So I ultimately think this strategy could help a lot of entrepreneurs out there. Now, the pages that are trying to hide the fact they're AI influencers and they're trying to pretend that they're real people, personally, I have issues with this. This is not something I would recommend doing, and I do think it's a bit unethical. Honestly, I don't 100% know how I feel about the rise of AI influencers quite yet. On the one hand, this feels like a little bit of a Black Mirror episode, and then on the other hand, I love marketing. I love new digital marketing strategies. I love trying out these things, and so I'm trying to adopt new technologies as they come out. And again, there's a lot of monetization opportunity here. Ultimately, I do think something like AI influencers, it's going to disrupt some industries in a massive way. But again, even if industries get shaken up and if AI takes over a large chunk of an industry, I ultimately think that the business owners and content creators and entrepreneurs who bring real value to their audiences will succeed and rise above the rest. Maybe this will be with human creators, maybe it will be with AI influencers. It's really early days, but again, I wanted to research this space and kind of show you guys how people are using this opportunity because I think it's fascinating. Now, again, I love testing out new side hustle ideas, and I don't 100% know how I feel about this one quite yet as a human content creator myself. I'd really love to know your guys' thoughts. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this whole kind of industry, and if you would personally use something like Fanvue or other tools out there to monetize an AI influencer. But yeah, I know this was a bit of a different video, guys, but I'm trying to research more interesting side hustles and kind of do deeper dives, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. That really does it for this one, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day and week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.